drafting, it was wild. Like, super excited to see them play another game because
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here because I realized there was a bit of a spoiler. So I think in the next game I'm gonna try to avoid the spoiler by not showing the fucking replay match details on screen. Unfortunately for those of you who are paying attention, but hopefully nobody's paying attention. But yeah, we have the first game on the screen right now. It's Just One Kill Please. On the side of Just One Kill Please, don't forget the letters, Uranium Heart, 6 Bang Rochman, and back to the lab again. And on Swaghound, we have Big Dad Energy, Simple Jack, Spaceman, Lone, and Aquila. So these are both teams that I've casted before, and I think both teams that you have played before, right?
Yeah, I've played against both of these teams.
Okay, so as someone, a captain who has not only played against them, but drafted against them, what do you know about these two teams?
So, I would say the things that are most memorable is Uranium Heart has a really wide hero pool. He did play mid lane against me in our games, but I think he's normally a position 1 player. So that already tells you like he's pretty flexible, and they're pretty flexible with their roles entirely. As for Swaghound, Big Dad Energy also has a really wide 1 position pool, and Lone is a really strong offlaner.
Yeah. I was...
I think those are the most memorable things.
Okay, as in not to throw around baseless allegations here. Don't take this for allegation. Take this as a compliment, okay? Lone, when I first saw him play Mars, I'm like, this man looking a little bit like a Smurf to me. But it's the same thing it's the same thing I say when I see Chiyo play. So like I'm you know, a lot of
Lone's a really freaking good player. So.
Hey, so of course we're gonna get into game 1. Are you ready, Chiyo?
I'm ready.
Okay, Sen, if you feel like you have anything to add or you want to chime in, feel free to just bear in mind that your microphone is for some reason significantly louder than ours. So like, let us know when you want to chime in.
Okay, I'll try and keep quiet.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We can't hear you now, but like.
Oh, okay, now okay. I'm just managing the volume, figuring it out.
Okay, no worries. It's a process, right? We're all learning here. Let's start the first game as we get straight into the draft. Really cute flags all around. the Omni Knight with like the glasses and like the 1 finger up. Pretty cute.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of like bands.
Ooh, what the heck? Thank you, Huru. You're so sweet.
Oh my god. Kawani. Nani.
I mean, it doesn't do anything, but I promise I will deliver. Now I need to make sub badges, okay? So feels bad.
Where's the sub badge? Look, we got it.
Alright, he redeemed the stretch. Okay, that means I need a stretch. Alright. Ah, wait, I can't. Oh my god, my arm. Ow. Ow.
Oh,
Ow. Yeah, oh my fucking god.
no.
Ow.
Are you left-handed?
I'm not, but I jammed it on my. Oh my. Ow, my arm. Oh my god.
Mistakes made.
Oh no.
Okay, I'll do a one-side stretch.
No, it's okay. I'll redeem drink water or something instead.
Oh my god, ow, my armpit just hurts like shit. Dude, every single time I've gotten a shot, this might be too much information, but I've gotten a huge, like, not swell, but like, you know the lymph node on your underarm, like your armpit? Like, it's just so sore for me, I don't know why, it hurts like shit. But
I know it, but I don't think I can.
So, as for the draft, Dazzle is, I believe, a targeted ban.
Chiyo literally all business, no fucking,
Yeah.
no talking in my draft, shut the fuck up, we're really talking about the hero.
Look. Bans are important, right? Because they literally banned Silencer for like the freaking 5th series in a row, I believe.
Yeah.
Like,
They just don't like
they
silencer.
hate this her.
They don't like shutting up, they
But
just want to fucking talk their shit. But yeah, Dazzle, I believe that's a Bang Rochman target ban?
No, it was Shirts.
Shirts.
Who I believe is Don't Forget the Letters.
Okay, Shirts.
Yeah, the Dazzle, yeah, we just like Morbid just charged them over and over.
If I'm not
That's how I
wrong,
remember it.
Bang Rochman. Oh, Skirts, as in like SCHERT, you said.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
And Dawnbreaker's target at Lone.
Yeah, without doubt.
Unless...
No, Dawnbreaker is...
I can't ban.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Burn BMW. From Just One Kill Please. But I'm not too sure because I know that Uranium Heart plays it as well. But I mean, Uranium Heart plays everything, right?
Yeah.
Omni...
These hero pools are so flexible on everybody.
Omni Knight ban is pretty interesting though. What do you think about that? Not really a hero that we've seen like ever in the like.
I don't think we've ever seen this hero, but I also think it's solely because, generally speaking, the trend for our position 3 picks in this division have all been Space Maker or like Playmakers, right? It's like, we see a lot of Mars, we see a lot of Dawnbreaker, we see a lot of Spirit Breaker,
Indeed.
and like, Omni Knight is kind of one of those heroes where it's your job is to support your core more than it is to buff people. If you're playing it as a 5 position, like, it's like pretty difficult to execute.
Yeah, right? Like, it's one of those heroes that has a save, but you kind of need to be so close up to save. Speaking of save, though, we have a Oracle here, which I'm sure, Sen, you're very happy about. This is a hero.
My favorite.
Indeed, indeed.
You can learn instant lion pick. That was fast.
Yeah,
And the Mirana as well.
they knew exactly what they wanted. Yeah, so, okay, so Lion and Mirana, very strong support duo. Have enough stuns, the Earth Spike as well as the Hex can set up for the arrow, and very annoying to deal with, especially under the Moonlight Shadow. You can't really get those targeted spells off. Oracle though, interesting first pick from them, but okay, here comes the Mars
Yeah, normally
pick.
Oracle is like a response to a pick,
Can't they
right?
just pick people that will
Mars
jump on?
pick. Okay. So I'm assuming, I mean, is 2-9 playing? 2-9's not playing this game.
Yeah, it's
What are they
6.
going to put the Mars on then?
I'm not too sure who back to the lab again is because I'm pretty sure they have 6 players or like a sub. Because I don't see 2-9 this game, but I'm sure he's played Mars before. But 2-9 once again not in this game, so they ban out the Drow and it's gonna be a Dark Widow ban as well. Mars Oracle not your typical opening though.
It is quite threatening if you put Oracle in that lane there, right? Don't you just kind of nuke everybody? You hit your level 3, your combo does like 300 damage plus your Mars. It's quite threatening. But I do agree, like, I think it looks weird because you don't normally first pick Oracle, but...
Yeah, Oracle
I guess it's
also
one of
not
those
really a
weird things,
hero that you sort of expect to like
Out of-
lane like combo up with Mars, right? When you think about Mars, you think about the big team fight combos. You rarely see false promise on Mars as well. That's kind of odd, but they ban out the Ursa to try and protect their Mars lane. And in response, it's gonna be the CK ban. That's a Uranium Heart targeted ban right there.
And Willow is a targeted ban as well.
Oh, on who?
Also really annoying to deal with for these 2 heroes. If you want to be able to kill somebody and they just press Shadow Realm and you can't target them with their abilities, like, pretty sad.
Yeah, they don't really have... I mean, they have ground targeted abilities in Arrow and Earth Spike, but I think more than anything, having to weave your way through the Bramble Maze as a Mirana and Lion trying to get into position to cast his spells, it's annoying as fuck.
It's annoying. And the Terrorizer is going to make your spellcasting and team fights really sad. Combo as
Okay.
well with the Mars, when you think about like Arena Terrorize as well.
Okay,
Doom ban is
though.
interesting.
Aha.
Don't know what that's about. And they instantly ban Ember in response, I think.
Interesting.
That is interesting. I think maybe one of the reasons to ban Doom is like, you can't strong dispel off a Doom with the Oracle ult, so even if you try to save with it, they still can't cast anything on the force.
Yeah, it's like a fake save, right? Like it doesn't really
Yeah.
need all the while you're taking out the damage and yeah, just 1 kill please. They just don't want to play up against it. It's gonna be a pretty early X pick for them. Very interesting hero. I guess
What? Interesting.
I guess you can set, like, in theory, you can set up the Mirana arrow with a call. And it makes for like it makes for a pretty strong laner, right? Because Oracle, you want to kind of like bully people away in lane, but X, he doesn't really, I don't think he cares that much about you. He just goes to cut creeps, right? And then it becomes a bit awkward for you.
Yeah, you can't really pressure an Axe as an Oracle fight the same way you might with, say, like a Sand King, who's kind of just invis, and that's his main survivability, but he gets perked down really hard, right? Axe doesn't have that issue, just cut creeps.
And there's the
Phoenix?
Phoenix Mars Resident Sleeper. This is the usual.
Yep, and with the Oracle, you can't really Hex Phoenix to stop the egg combo, right? You're just going to dispel it and...
Yeah, and I mean,
decent
honestly
about it.
speaking,
It's not like the best combo, but it's something to consider.
I feel
I
like
wonder what they pick fourth there, like...
I think
Something
like
maybe to combat Axe and Lane, because you don't really have something that can deal with him yet, so far.
The
Anyway,
Phoenix
yeah,
though, like no worries. The Phoenix I was gonna say, like, I don't think you're ever in a position to get hexed. It's a bit awkward for you to commit the
could be if you,
disables
like,
onto the
dive in,
Phoenix, right? Yeah, but then you only dive in once the Mars Arena is down. If not, you never do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if not, it's just suicide, especially the Mirana. Mirana usually a hero that is picked not really in response to Phoenix, but as a support against Phoenix, just because she's ranged and she can deal with the 8 with the attack speed from the lead. Of course, Life Stealer, very nice combo for them with the Mars as well, the Infest Bomb. He doesn't really have a carrier, and Oracle Life Stealer, not really the strongest lane, but maybe they just want something strong against the Axe.
Yeah, I mean, considering you know what the lane is, it's either Axe Lion or Axe Mirana. Probably the Mirana would be played as a 4. And then, like, you have move speed from the Lifestealer to never get taunted. If you get taunted, you can just enrage, and like, you're just going to out-sustain him until he's ready to cut creeps, and then you just like, you don't care about having to tank creeps under your tower, because you're always going to get the health back from your feast, so it makes sense to pick it as a lane answer to Axe. Late game, I'm not sure how that matchup goes though.
No, so the scary bit is, against an Axe, you kind of want someone who can pressure him out, right? Or match him in terms of damage, or just survive. I feel like, even though you have the rage, the core can kind of go through it, and it reaches a certain point where once Axe gets the early Vanguard, which he will, because it doesn't look like there's anything denying his farm, he's just gonna run at the tower, and Lifestealer, you can jungle, but you don't really like to be there. You want to kind of take as much from the lane as possible, want to get that early armlet, and then you start moving around the map or move into the jungle. It's gonna be a bit tough for the Lifestealer. They end up picking it into the Axe, and in response is the Juggernaut. Very nice.
Mars Phoenix counter?
Yeah, Mars Phoenix counter. You can spin, kill the egg, spin out of the arena. No real kind of catch apart from the Mars from just one kill please at the present moment. They're gonna have to try and fill that out with their mid laner, which presumably will come out with their last pick unless this Mars is a flex. 47 seconds on the clock though.
They banned Erdi and Lina. I guess Lina is an answer to Phoenix Egg as well. You're going to always be able to hit that. Can, like, Lina into Mars, Lifestealer feels a little bit squishy, but it's not unplayable after BKB.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Lifestealer kind of has to make the distance, right? Like, even if, like you just imagine, if Mars engages on the Lina, that means the Axe can blink call straight on top of them. You know what I mean? Like it's like
always the counter initiates.
And last ban is gonna be Void
Queen
Spirit.
of Pain bans.
I kind of like the Void Spirit ban and the Queen of Pain because I feel like it's a convenient delivery for Lifestealer. Sure, you don't really want to infest the Queen of Pain, but I feel like Queen of Pain could really kind of put a dent in the plans of Swaghound, especially if they get an early Orchid, right? Then they can really start running around picking off these heroes.
Yeah, and also at 20 minutes, like when you get the shard, right? Infest the Queen of Pain, you blink in the backline after you see Axe jump, and it's like, you're silenced, and then you get Orchided, and you have a Lifestealer beating on top of you with a huge slow as well. It's pretty hard to deal with. I think it's pretty good against the Lion Mirana backline, and both picks have an inbuilt silence to deal with the Juggernaut spin before he gets like his 3 items, 4 items. Quite disruptive. I like the bans. And also it sets a pretty good pacing so that you're not reliant on having to arena to find pickoffs as well on the side of just one kill please. Right now they need to find something that lets them kind of take engagement outside of the death ball the same way they did in game 1 against us.
Alright, they go for a complete other direction, opting for like the big team fights with the RP and Arena and Egg. Apart from that, they're just gonna be power farming up with the Empower. We're gonna see what Swaghound answer with. It's the last 15 seconds of the draft. Chiyo the Prophet, give me a prediction. I'm gonna say Puck.
I would expect something like Puck.
Oh,
Puck
so come on.
gross, yeah.
Give me a Puck, Swaghound. Come on, baby, what you got in the tank? They still have 2 full minutes. Throughout this entire draft, Swaghound just instant picking their heroes. They don't care.
Yeah, what do you think they should answer here? So I'm thinking something that lets them temper control, right? If you have Axe and Jug, you need to make up for the dip of power in Juggernaut's mid game with something in your mid laner.
I feel like either Puck or Storm, even Ember is not too bad, but Ember could be a bit. Actually, Ember is pretty good here, right? But okay.
Who's it? Death Prophets.
Well,
That's
it does.
interesting.
It does fill out the role of the tower damage that they might have been lacking, right? I believe I've seen Z-Mage on this Juggernaut and Simple Jack on this Death Prophet, and they're picking pure comfort for themselves here. Maybe not feeling the best about so Burn BMW. I thought I was gonna be playing this Mars, but it's actually okay. No, because they have. I think 6 is a support player, and Shirts is also a support player. Bang Roachman usually seen on the 4, but probably switching over to 3 this game.
Position now.
Yeah, and Burn BMW gonna be mid on that Magnus. Both teams
In
decked
Magnus
out.
mid versus Death Prophet is
Yeah, I don't know about
kind of
that
Death
one.
Prophet favored, no?
Yeah, but I mean, it's to be expected, right? Because they last picked it, so they must have picked something that they would favor in the lane. Which draft do you favor? Do you have anything that you kind of see coming out on top for either side?
I think ease of execution for the Radiant lineup is like it's so strong, right? You hit your lifestealer timing, you infest either Magnus or Mars, and you just have like 3 massive teamfight abilities with an Oracle to save in case something goes haywire with the Axe Call, right?
Yeah.
So, like it's so easy to execute fights for just 1 kill, please. And if you compare it to the other side, like their way of starting fights is they find the support with the Axe Call, and then they have to match it with the arrow, and the Lion has to do some disrupting stuff in the backline to stop the Phoenix from egging, because if you ever get the arena and the egg off this game, it's super bad until BKBs.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with
And
that,
even then.
with that said, right, there still is the jump with the spin, right? And obviously
Yeah.
there's also like, the spin is gonna make it really easy for him to get out of these situations as well. And we haven't even talked about the lanes, because the lanes are gonna be so difficult for, I feel like, just 1 kill please to maneuver. Like they're gonna, I don't know how they're gonna come out of these lanes, because also strong, the X Mirana, like you said,
I feel like
the
it's
Lion jump.
not the worst.
Like, how does the Lion, doesn't Lion jump just shit on Mars Phoenix in lane? Like, you just stun, you spin on them, then that's half HP gone, then you need to like salve up and shit, but like, it kind of
So
feels...
I would say it's not that bad, because outside of spin, Mars just completely dumpsters Jug, right? And the issue with Lion versus Phoenix is like, you can't ever spin on Phoenix, and then I don't know how comfortable Lion is trading hits against the Phoenix. So it's like, if there's ever a point where you're trying to spin, you can kind of just turn on the Lion and just kill him, because it'll be like half HP. I feel like it's not the worst.
Okay,
Like,
I
it
for
could
one...
be, it could be worse. If maybe it feels like a Lich instead of the Lion, I think it's a lot more threatening to have that consistent slow over time, but when you have abilities to kind of nuke and dive out of the way, it's not the worst.
Okay, I for one think that the side of Swaghound are gonna have the better lanes. So speaking of the side of Swaghound, we have Z-Mage on his Juggernaut, have seen him play this time and time again, so it has to be comfort for him. Aquila, I believe he's the lowest MMR on his team, but carrying a lot of weight on this Lion in the games that we've seen on this Lion. And of course, we have Lone, the standout offlaner for the side of Swaghound on the X. We're gonna have to see whether he can pull out a set performance. Spaceman on this position for Mirana, and last but not least, Simple Jack in the mid lane.
Yep, and on the side of just 1 kill, please, we have Uranium Heart, very flexible player, playing the Lifestealer 1 position this time, along with Magical, sorry, 6 on the Oracle. We have, in the off lane, Bang Watchman playing the Mars, along with Shirts' Phoenix. He's going to be a very strong hero combo. And finally, we have Brent BMW on the Magnus mid against the Death Prophet.
Indeed.
I feel like this mid matchup is like so stable for both teams, right? You're not really getting too much out of either one.
Yeah, I don't think you really see a kill unless Burn BMW gets like a miracle skewer into tower or something like that. Speaking of action though, already some happening in the top lane, both down to half HP, getting the tangles up and running. And this is kind of what I was alluding to, right? I feel like you stun into spin and the Phoenix is half HP, and it's kind of like, as much as it's hard for this line to trade, when you're half HP on a Phoenix, things just get so much scarier with a single Earth Spike and the Jug running in.
I feel like this all gets remedied at level 2. Once you get the dive, you're not really threatened by anything. But, you know, you could be able to burst him down, depends on how much they trade with this Quartz, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of the most action-packed lane, right? We're not expecting too much bottom, like, they're going to trade hits, get Helix and the lifestyle, and just sustain through the creeps, so I feel like the most action is going to be happening in this top lane, and we'll see who gets the better of it.
Yeah, I think there's also a real chance that Aquila just goes for Hex level 2 and catches shots by surprise, right? Right now they kind of have...
Potentially.
Yeah, they kind of have a bit of a creep wave disadvantage though, as they try to make a move on the Bang. There's no support there, there's no level 2, and just like I said, the stun into the spin is just too strong for this Mars to stand up to. Yes, you can bully the Jug later on, but it's still early times, my friend. This Blade Fury, really scary spell.
That was a lot of damage. I don't think he respected that way much. I think he probably felt pretty confident with the amount of creeps they had, right? That was a huge creep disadvantage for the Jug. But he finds a nice Earth Spike on the killer and spin just cleans it up.
Yeah. Meanwhile in the mid lane, like you said, just trading farm all around. Nice little water rune deny from Simple Jack. The dance coming out as well. BMW opting for the skewer, and I think it's gonna be another deny. No way. Oh my god,
no.
Simple Jack. How often do you see that? Falling low though, is Jug in the top side. two spells probably coming out to punish Z-Mage there for overextending here. Is there a self? Doesn't look like it at the moment. But gotta tango up.
There's no solve, but Lion has the Tranquil, so now he's not so threatened of trading, right? You can always trade regen back up, and you're always going to be able to threaten consistently now. Rather than before that, you're kind of worried about engaging when you're under
Uranium
HP
Heart.
pressure.
Low HP. But it's gonna be okay.
That's
Buffed
still
up by,
bad.
yeah, buffed up by the Oracle. This is the X effect that we were talking about, right? You just stand there, tank the creep wave. Oracle doesn't really feel that good casting his spells on you because you're just such a meat shield at the moment, right? And you still have a salve in the back pocket. You're able to tank so much damage, but a wave crashing into the tower could be a bit weird for them in terms of the lane equilibrium. Falling low though is this Magnus in the mid lane. Yeah.
Ooh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean-
nothing much. He just gets out of that situation, right? It was just a nuke from the Crypt Swarm.
Yeah, he's gonna keep getting nuked, but at least there's no kill pressure on this lane, right? He has the bottle region and like...
Skewer though,
Oh,
this is
throw
what
back
we
on the
talked
tower.
about. Simple Jack has the Spirit Siphon though. Could finish him off. Burn BMW. Have you gone a bit too far? Trying to get the hits off. Second Spirit Siphon. Fairy Fire as well. Burn BMW. What do you have? Simple Jack tanking the tower though, but gets the last hit. And the bottle regen as well. That's huge for Simple Jack.
That's a disaster for Magnus in this lane. You can't die. That's so much XP gone the way of Death Prophet.
Yeah, and this die creep wave gonna get wiped out as well. 7 seconds left. Not meant to be indeed. It looked like it could have been a good move for him. But just like the denied water runes, it's nothing but suffering for this Magnus currently. He's gonna have to find a way back into it. Luckily, you know, he has the power to get back up. But Simple Jack in a way stronger position now. Even though he's not doing too hot in terms of the CS. Wait, that's a huge career kill. What the heck? That's boots and so much regen. Uranium Heart under pressure now, man. 6, what can you do to save him? Here comes the
These
heals.
lanes are looking so rough right now.
Yeah, it's
This
exactly...
bottom lane is 22 and 6 on Axe versus the 8 CS of the Lifestealer.
Yeah.
That's gotta sting.
Yeah, and it's exactly what we were mentioning in the early stages of the game, right? It's gonna be so hard for them to stand up in lanes. Even though the top lane kind of looked like it could be a bit promising. Bang Watchman with that early kill and losing out so much HP. Z-Mage able to maneuver the lane in a way that he wants to and just kind of farm relatively safely. Mid as well, I don't think Burn BMW really expected to die there from Simple Jack, but now, even though he's behind on the last hits, level advantage from Simple Jack. And bot as well, the huge career
Exorcism
kill.
is kind of scary. You don't really have a way to deal with that as the Magnus, right? If you just Exorcism the tower literally right now.
Yeah.
Like, Cart Wave coming, you've crashed this on the tower, Exorcism. Exorcism is popped.
Yeah, Simple Jack running forward, no fear whatsoever. Burn BMW forced to skew away, and here comes the tower pressure. There's the card as well in the back pocket of Simple Jack, and he's gonna be looking at this mid tower. You could
I don't think
TP
you can really like contest on the supports or just on kill plays either.
Yeah, even if you TP in, what can you really accomplish? Look at the ghosts just ravaging this tower. They have the Fortify ready, they're not gonna pop it at the moment. Simple Jack does Fortify to try and keep this push going. It'll be pretty interesting if they don't choose to Fortify here. They finally do, and the TP in from Bang Watchman, this could be a bit early. Does he have the arena available? Actually walking away, only level 4. So first Exo does so much damage to the mid tower and unanswered. The Mars TP's into mid, but doesn't have mana to really do anything, and now...
Are they swapping lanes? What's happening?
I think so, they have to be, right? Because Uranium Heart has nothing but suffering in this bot lane right now, alone with the call.
gets
Is
scored.
there a follow-up? Here comes the arrow, can he land it? The rage as well, but the spin's more than enough from Lone. Swipes down this pesky life stealer. You counter-picking me in lane, you try to survive, not here baby, I'm an axe. Just slices him
Lane's
down.
just destroying this lifestealer.
Magic immunity
Oh.
doesn't save you against pure damage. And Uranium Heart gonna be forced to scurry out to the top lane. Look at him only now getting his boots after that career kill. This man is suffering with a capital S.
He's got 11 creeps right
Simple
now.
Jack,
like,
though.
6 minutes in. That's so hard to deal with.
Simple
He's
Jack.
going to rage top against the line, but he's just getting out-traded by the Chuck.
Yeah, could have been a bit dicey for Simple Jack if the Magnus had mana for RP, but you know, low on resources. Even though the Oracle came, not enough to make anything happen there. And forced relegated more like to the jungle, stacking small camp for himself. That's gonna be a bit of recovery farm for him. But Simple Jack so strong in this mid lane, working our way towards that Yules.
So what time do you think in this game that DP would be looking to take this bottom tower?
I think
Because-
mid is the priority now because I think she recognizes that there's no one who can really stand up against her in this lane. That's why they last picked the DP. Meanwhile, actually on the top side, those spin coming out to 6. Already used the Fate's Edict to try and save Uranium Heart. Here comes Z-Mage though. Now the Purge up, but nothing to be purged. So much damage coming out from Z-Mage. The suffering doesn't end from Uranium Heart. Can he get out of this situation? No. Fairy Fire and Healing Ward forced out from Z-Mage. The pressure piling onto this Lifestealer. No real place that he can kind of be safe here. He gets healed up once again.
This is getting bullied.
Okay, this is a nice wave of EXP, but denied again by Aquila. What a menace on this. When the position 5 is out leveling your position 1, that's trouble, Somi.
Yeah, this guy just has not had a game so far. I mean,
Okay,
I guess it'll get
arrow.
easier once he gets Empower on the Magnus, right?
Yeah.
Like, mid tower is gonna fall today.
Yeah.
Like second exorcism.
Simple Jack
Like,
gets
really
in the
nice
second
play from Simple
exo.
Jack.
Yeah, no, honestly, there's no real way they can contest him, right? And he's gonna ping the missing Magnus, but the Magnus is gonna go nowhere but mid. Still needs to farm up on its own. Actually, in the bot lane though, Bang Rush went really low on the resources as well as shirts. And yeah, they're
This
just gonna
lead
drop.
is kind of getting ridiculous. It's 3k now for the Dire lineup.
Yeah, if you take a look at the net worth, all 3 calls on the side of Swaghound just superseding the side of just 1 kill, please. And this is not looking too hot for them. Uranium Heart as well. We talked about how much this Lifestealer is suffering. We said once he gets this armlet, he's gonna be pretty difficult to deal with. But at this rate, I don't know when he's gonna make it there. He's kind of really underfarmed. Less net worth than this Mirana right now.
Yeah, DP is heading top, but will be spotted out by that observer.
Yeah, nice little work from them, guarding against this rotation. Simple Jack idling around. Could pick up the bounty, but spotted out by 6. That should reveal the ward there because the auto attack flew out from behind the trees. But Simple Jack wants to make something happen, try to force the issue. In with the Spirit Cypher onto 6. The
Oracle
Fate's
could
Edict.
die actually.
Nah, the Fate's Edict denying that magic damage, and Simple Jack can't really be. Not really scared, and not really fast at the moment, but they see the TP, they should see it come in from shirts.
Also, the Phoenix has no mana.
No egg as well to speak of. And oh, so much damage. Now has the mana, but no egg yet.
So who do you think Radiant puts the term on? It's coming in 30 seconds. Can Phoenix leech enough XP to get 6 along with the Mazarina, then they try to defend something?
Yeah, I think that's the play, but I think Phoenix very close to the 5. I think you really need to give it to your Lifestealer because he's so under level. Like, this is one of those rare like, look at the levels. This guy's the lowest level, like, on his team other than this Oracle, who has been mostly AFK, like. Okay, they're gonna try and defend this tower. EXO not up at the moment, but Healing Ward is. The Rage Pop to try
Mars
and
getting
fend them
mana
off.
bottom as well.
Yeah, run at is this Mars, like you said, and Lone. The Spaceman Lone combo, leaving no survivors in the bot lane. The
And now
Magnus
Magnus
TP
has
is in,
TP bottom, so
but
there's
they
no defense at
show
top.
the spin coming forward. 6 has the Fate's Edict to keep himself alive at the moment. Shuts doesn't have the 8 skill for now. Pops it, but doesn't have the mana. Forced to Icarus dive away, and 6 now under fire. Simple Jack could be under some threat here. Where is the backup? It's not there at the moment. The Omni Slash coming out, but the creep wave is there. Simple Jack falling a little low, has to be careful. But the last hit not available. The egg out as well. Z-Mage
Nice
trying to finish it
egg.
off, but it ends up falling. Simple Jack forced to run away and leave his Lion and Jug for dead. And as much as the Magnus has TP'd to the bot lane, oh, Bang Rushman, oh, narrowly misses that God's Rebuke. Could have been a huge kill on Simple Jack. But now, thanks to that egg and the combination of the fight at the top side, they managed to claw it back, and now catapult in the top lane. They could really pressure this tower.
I think you have to give this tower, unless you're going to exorcism this, because Axe is sitting on half HP without blink. Not the easiest to find into, because he still haven't committed the Mazarina yet.
Yeah,
So this should be pretty free. This is a lot of breathing room actually for the Radiant side right now. But
Okay, they
Douglas
want to-
TP mid.
yeah, they want
as
to
well.
fight though. Both supports TPing in Spaceman and the Lion as well. Aquila, he sees them though, has the finger of death, wants to make something happen. Where's the arrow follow up? It's not there at the moment. It is that lands the kill onto the Phoenix, but the arrow, the arena a bit late rather to kill an already dead Lion, and now they're on to Spaceman. But where's the damage? Where's the follow up? Simple Jack in with EXO. They have to TP out of this situation, but Lone is here and he wants the party. The chop not on cooldown, but immediately the slice and dice is there. Takes down the Mars as well as the Phoenix. The Oracle managed to get out scot-free. They trade the Lion and the Tower for it, but ends up being beneficial still for Swaghound.
Quite a lot of gold. They do get the tower, which later on could be useful, but like you really don't want to lose your 2 heroes like that. It's gotta feel really, really bad. You're already struggling, and then you also just lose a fight when you have arena. Like, that's going to be really, really hard to deal with.
Honestly, the
That's just
arena,
running at the life stealer right now.
I gotta say, like, the arena was a bit like
Late, right?
ambitious and a bit late as well because it felt like that lion was already dead on their screen. They tried to find more, assuming maybe the TPs were coming in.
Oh, Simple Jack's alive.
Yeah, the haste rune. Once again,
Yeah,
getting
he
out
just picked up the haste.
with a sliver of HP, and the use completed now, gonna make him that much more elusive and that much harder to kill.
They're gonna have a lot of issues with damage killing this DP. Like, I don't know how you nuke him down. Like, maybe you sunray him down with a vessel, and that kind of deals enough. But Lifestealer are not really here known to do heaps of damage compared to something like a Jug or a Drow, right?
Yeah, one thing I am surprised about is that this bot tower is still standing. I was gonna say before that fight broke out top, I would have liked to see the Mirana rotate a bit, but speaking of rotate, getting gone on by Burn BMW, a bit of a quiet game from Magnus so far, but in comes the TP from Shirts, backing up his Magnus. They should know there's a ward there.
Do you think Magnus goes for the Echo Saber? He has it queued, but he might need to get a blink the way this game's been going.
I think he's playing more for like the position 1 because Uranium Heart is so far behind. Like, they are not even like, this Lifestealer has not been empowered a single time. Like, I have not seen this Lifestealer empowered. So Simple Jack in with the silence as well, but has to respect the egg if it's available. Alone has the blink, but in he comes with the blink onto 6, the arrow as well. A swing and a miss on the back Rochman, gets the false. Promise off, and Lone, this is not the big review you wanted, falling really low, and now the arena onto the 2 remaining supports. This is what you want from Bang Rochman, caging them in, getting 3 kills, let's make it 4. This is the third round that they needed, and Magical, or rather 6, nukes them
so
down.
Huge.
And there's a huge fight for the side of just 1 kill, please. They get away more than they bargained for. It all starts with a bit of an over-aggressive move from Simple Jack running in and not respecting the ultimates available on the side of just 1 kill, please. And just like that, the gold lead less than 1k again.
One important thing to say, Juggernaut did get the bottom tower, but we talked about how Jug can spin out of this arena. You can't spin out of RP.
Indeed, indeed.
So if you drop the arena and the egg, and then Juggernaut's trying to spin away, just RP him, skewer him back. Like, how do you escape the egg? Kind of hard.
You kind of need to
Also,
rely on
Magnus has the Echo Saber now.
Yeah, it's like what you were mentioning, or what we were saying, like, he's going for a bit more of core build this game, emphasizing on his own farm, and rightfully so. He's the one shining hope for the side of just 1 kill, please, right now. Able to set up that nice fight with his RP, and he's gonna have to do a lot more work if they want to come back into this game.
He's getting Blink now. Is there a chance that, similar to how Axe sets up calls with Blink Call, right? You have Blink Horn Toss. Is that a possibility in this game? Because they do have the Lion Insta Hex.
Yeah,
and they can arrow it away.
I think that's so risky. I don't think you try for that.
Because there's so many disables, right?
Yeah.
Like ways to stop the skewer.
Mildly unprofessional, but I might need to pause the game for a toilet break soon. We'll have to see.
Oh,
But,
how could you?
Yeah, but I'm like really holding it at the moment. I've been chugging water because you know, I'm feeling a little sick, but yeah, obviously it doesn't do well for my tiny ass bladder, but yeah.
If you need to go, you can go. Just pause the game.
Yeah, no, but it looks like there's a fight that might be happening here. Low posturing for Blink Call. They're pinging out a ward, but a ward that doesn't exist at the moment. Burn BMW could find them here. A lot of tense moments currently. I don't know whether anything's happening. I'm kind of scared to just go right now. Spaceman, he spots out this Magnus with the ward, but they're gonna think better of it. And I'm probably gonna pause the game now just for a short break.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah, okay, so Chiyo, entertain
Oh no, wait, not yet. Not like this. There's an arena down on the DP mid.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you didn't pause the game?
Oh, you didn't pause? Oh no, that's a bit of a spoiler.
Wait, no,
Okay,
I
rewind
paused.
to 10 seconds.
I paused, you didn't pause.
I paused.
Alright, we'll get back to a bit of a teaser
We'll get
there.
back to that arena.
We'll get back to that
first,
arena, but be
yes,
right.
toilet break.
A commercial break.
Commercial break. Let's go. What's the commercial this time? Are we going for deforestation arena?
No, you can handle that part. I'm just gonna be right back.
I bet. So I see in chat, Hawani has asked, what did the trees do to them? And honestly, you can't have an arena when you have trees, so you gotta cut something down, right? Otherwise,
I feel like we needed some trees cut down. Try deforestation. Call 1335 random numbers for deforestation today. And
Or just last pick Timbersaw, honestly, come on.
Oh, last pick Timbersaw.
This guy's
No,
just like, I kill all your trees.
No, wait, what's the like perfect deforestation team? Timbersaw, Nature.
Timbersaw, since Timbersaw mid with a Mars.
Furion, surely.
Furion makes trees. He doesn't destroy them. He turns them into trees.
Destroys
he doesn't destroy
them.
trees. No. He doesn't destroy trees. Like tiny deforestation. Tiny one position. Because he just grabs trees and throws them at people. That's deforestation, right? What supports kill trees?
Ooh.
I guess if you want to run like a Bat Rider 4. Or Enigma kills trees. You can put Enigma 5. Midnight Pulse kills trees.
That time is coming.
Oh.
Coming through.
Team Trees, yes, I'm calling to report it during the game. Look. If you must, you must. Look. He also kills trees, like Lena W kills trees.
I don't think there's many supports that do it though.
Yeah. Like,
Supports are
probably
very
just run a
eco-friendly,
Negro 5 with a Lena 4. Sounds super greedy, but you could play it, right?
I mean, kinda. Not really. Sure.
Kinda, not really. Look. If you're like double the MMR of the other team, maybe.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
How you're gonna win off of skill.
I'm
Alright,
back.
Are you ready to watch this sick arena that I accidentally spoiled?
Yeah,
just
okay,
haven't-
let's get back into it. Sorry everyone
Okay,
for
okay.
the bit of a break. Nature calls obviously, but this game as well, let's see what happens. Nobody saw this one coming. Bang Rochman into the arena now. The Yules keeping him alive for now, but the RP there to follow up as well. They don't even need it. The stun though, nice little save from Simple. There's no way he gets out here. Is that what? No
God.
way. Simple Jack
That's
lives,
cool.
and they turn it onto the Felix. They could look at Bang Rochman next. False Promise is there, but the dunk. I think you can dunk through it, but. They're gonna, Bang Rochman gonna get the blink away, but it's taking, narrowly survives the kill just enough. The ping's coming out, they want to kill 6. Lone has the blink dagger, used it to get a bit forward, but here comes the call, the arrow to chase it. And 6 gonna die to the second dunk, almost gets it. Simple Jack maybe a bit too far forward there.
Jack playing with fire.
Playing with fire there.
There's an Invis Magnus looking at him. They
Okay,
could try to snipe this kill.
but maybe a bit greedy there, not committing the RP onto that death profile. Of course, it doesn't feel that good, but ends up costing them the kill and just 2 heroes as well. Not exactly what you want.
You're gonna
And
exorcise
now,
this
Exo, they have the Fortify and they pop it immediately. This could be huge from
They have
BMW.
Egg and they have RP. This is defendable.
Yeah, but Burn BMW, he's in a really good spot to like just get a RP on the 3 if they're not careful. Lone sitting around the trees, Spaceman finds Uranium Heart there, but they need to run now. Bang Rochman alive again, the spear onto Spaceman, knocks the Mirada straight into the trees and knocks him out. The arrow just buying some time at the moment, and Simple Jack able to get out. I don't know whether that's the EXO that you wanted per se, but ends up forcing out quite a bit of resources from them and 5-man TP to the bot lane to defend it. You're not happiest with that, but that's okay.
I mean, this is like kind of go time for Radiant right now. You got Arena back up. You have RP. You have Egg. You need to try to find something. They looks like they're bundling for this tier 1 tower bottom. Like you have Oriocorns. This is kind of where you need to be able to take a fight.
I do think they're pretty hesitant though because they do want this Magnus Blink Dagger, right? It's so awkward to try and get an RP off without it. Spaceman's got a shot for this defense, but he's alone here. And the arrow out, gets nothing. Just has to watch his tower die. Akira though, in comes the spear, Bang Rochman with the blink in as well, and the arena catches him on the back line, but Akira under threat as well. This lion is gonna die, and they're not able to find a return onto the rest of just 1 kill please. Uranium Heart, horse string for more, but not gonna get anything else. This poor little life stealer starting to climb back up in terms of the net worth, has the empower finally given to him and the armlet complete. Actually going for early egg shot here.
Who's going for the axe shot, sorry?
This life stealer. Pretty interesting.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
That's quite interesting.
I think it's
It
pretty
feels
good
like-
against the DP.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Okay,
If-
Blink
if something
completed. This is the
targeting
fight they want to take. They
Or
see the
infest
axe,
them.
but immediately the silence out onto Burn BMW, but out pops the life stealer. Surprise, baby! Simple Jack, 3 people collapsing on him, but they managed to get the Oracle first. Simple Jack still getting his life up in the thick of it all. Uranium Heart still on the chase though. Simple Jack invis, but the sentry is down. They managed to take it out. Lone a bit too late with the call.
There's still a Blink RP available.
And there it is, on to 2. Aquila, where's the vision though? The sentry's already used the arrow out as well, the Uranium Heart. Stunned up this line, he's gonna be the one to fall for it again, but Lone, if he gets out, this is gonna be really big for them. The Blink out, and Burn BMW not able to chase it. Ends up being a 3 for nothing. They're trying to look for Lone, but no spells to use. And I mean, that was the Blink reveal. They get Simple Jack, which is quite crucial, but they don't get the big kill on this Axe and the Jug this entire time, just farming away in the triangle.
He has gone for like a early game Maelstrom Sanj and Yasha, but we haven't really seen him like interact with many heroes this game, right?
Indeed, indeed.
It feels like he's been kind of taking the open space. But does mean that he'll be very, very scary once he does trade. Going for his Basher now as well.
I think it's a pretty smart build though, because I feel like you can't afford to go greedy and go Battle Fury or like some edgy items. You need the HP from Sanj and Yasha as well, the status resist, to kind of like survive through the limited burst that they have, because the only thing that really stops RP or like reduces the threat of RP is that status resist, being stunned for less amount of time, right? You don't exactly have a save on the side of Swaghound, so you just need to be tanky enough to survive it all. Blink call out from Lone, arrow follow up as well, Bang Rodgeman gonna tank it for his team. The Finger of Death as well from Aquila to clean it up. They're picking out the wards, but once again, it's just a nice move from them. And now, Swaghound's posturing up for this bot tower again. They know the Fortify is down.
I mean, without RP, do you still try to defend this bottom tower?
I think so, because the Mars is gonna be up in 20 seconds. That's kind of in line with the RP in 30 seconds as well. You can definitely posture to try and defend. The creep wave is still a ways away, and this could be a huge bait for a fight if Swaghound overcommit to this like just now. They're gonna have to be really careful and respect this RP out. They already know the blink is up. This could be really scary for them. Start to move.
Axe is already positioning in to like stop the TPs on the bottom side.
Yeah, but Bun BMW in the trees, but he jumps onto this Phoenix. Here comes the spin and the false promise as well. Bang Rodgeman is the arena on the backline though. Lone and Jump trying to clean out the backline, but Aquila is gonna be the first one to fall. Uranium Heart hammering away on this DP. Spirit Vessel out as well. Magical gonna die, but Simple Jack gonna fall as well. The RP there onto Lone and Z-Mage. Infest as well. Takes out. Doesn't take out anyone at the moment, but Lone, he's gonna fall low. Bun BMW standing strong in the midst of it all with that Sunray to buff him up. Z-Mage can he clean up? Bun BMW making space with the magical, the 6 spells, and Bun BMW the big winner of that fight. That's a 5-man wipe, and like we said, you need to respect the RP. They don't, they overcommit on the Phoenix. False Promise comes out to save, and 6 the real MVP of that fight, making it all work.
It was a really huge buyback play from him to be able to kill that Jug before he gets the Magnus death. Otherwise, that fight looks really dicey. But wonderful play. And like that was a really nice RP. I saw him pump fake it on Jug the first time and then managed to catch both heroes on it.
Yeah, midway through that fight, I spilled my water bottle on my seat. That's why I kind of hesitated for a moment, but gotta keep going for the squad, you know. But yeah, really nice kill from just one kill, please. And now Gold lead back to even. The Jug might be far ahead, even though he went for a bit more of an early game build. But like we said, the power of Empower. Getting the Lifestealer back into the game and the Magnus as well. Just chasing the Jug in terms of net worth.
I will say, this Phoenix position 4 is very, very farmed.
Yeah, Shots definitely has been having a pretty good game for himself. Sanj completed, and now we're looking towards the Heaven's Halberd, which can really nullify the power of this Jug.
That's going to be a really huge timing. It doesn't matter how many items you have if you can't click people, right? You gotta get, you can Omni Slash and you can spin, but if you can't do anything outside of that, you're playing on 2 abilities and no right clicks.
Yeah,
that's
and
a right click hero.
I think the priority on Burn BMW is starting to pay off, right? The Magnus is really starting to pull the weight for them. Has killed the Aghanim Shard, so it's the Horn Toss like you mentioned. We'll have to see whether that works out against the instant Hex of the Lion. But a very nice.
He is getting an AC.
I do want to say it's really nice recognition from Bang Rodgeman here on the Mars though, because every single time a fight breaks out, right, he's there with the counter initiate with the arena on the back lines. And with the Spirit Vessel completed onto Simple Jack, he's taking away at this Death Prophet's health, and it's not really too good. They circle out this area though. Lifestealer knows that this is where they want to be. The scan as well, right on the money. They know Swag are in the area, and they back the fuck up.
Really nice scan. It was a good read, because when they popped the smoke, you could see the Lifestealer circling on top of his ward. in the bottom jungle,
Mm-hmm.
and then the scan a bit later to show the smoke. Really, really nice read.
I think it's just kind of like a process of elimination, right? You have this nice wall in the top side, you don't see anyone farming this entire area, no one's showing on this wave, no one's kind of in the mid area, no one's in this area. It's either 5 heroes are farming the triangle or they're making a move on you, right? And from there it's pretty obvious. Nice recognition from Uranium Heart, I believe, who is the captain of this team.
To be able to spot that out, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess, what do you look for as Dire right now? Probably really looking at Roche, right?
I mean, they're still trying to look
Also,
for a
Radiant
move, but
is
it's
smoked.
yeah, it's a smoke from just one kill, please. It pops, Bang Rochman. He's not gonna get the jump this time. The call out, the silence as well. This Mars is under threat. The false promise still available, but the RP onto 3 and the egg on top. That's 3 people caught. Lone trying to chip away at this egg. Akira, what can he do? Bang Rochman finally with the arena slams it home onto 2 with the spear. That's 3 down. They managed to get Bum BMW. The Omni Slash not enough though. Saved by 6 once again. And Z-Mage, he can do nothing but spin and run. Healing one up, but that shot. The open wound slowing him up, and finally Uranium Heart gets his revenge. That's 4 down on the side of just 1 kill, please, and they want 1 more. It's Spaceman they're looking at. The spear lands perfectly from Bang Rochman. 5 down on the side of Swaghound, and a perfect smoke initiation onto Bang Rochman. What looked like a disaster saved by 6, and the nice counterplay from them. RP into egg into arena, and now they're looking towards Roche.
All 5 heroes got stunned by that supernova. That was a really nice fight from Radiance. You saw the smoke pop on the Mars and Axe tried to jump in, but this wasn't enough damage to pick off the Mars before all the spells came out.
And we're
Yeah,
seeing
this is a free Roche.
we're seeing the strength of this Phoenix pick, right? Even though you get the X jump, you have the Sun Ray to just negate all the damage coming out, and Bang Rochman able to survive there, thanks in part to the Oracle as well as the Phoenix. From there, the team fight just erupted into complete chaos. They just got all mashed up into the RP and the AoE spells, and they gotta be careful though. They can't really take this Roche without their ultimates. No RP for 40 and Arena up in 7. The false promise still down for 29 and no egg as well. They gotta be a little careful. They have to buy some time for themselves here. Spaceman with the ward, Lone walking into the pit. Z-Mage eyeing up their Aghanim Scepter. They wanna take this Roche while the ultimates are down, but their time is ticking lower and lower. 10 seconds now. The call to buy them some time. This could be the huge deciding fight for this game. It's relatively even so far, but here comes Bum BMW infested and the arena onto the rest. Bang Rochman first to die. There's the Mars arena down and the Mars as well. Swag in a good position, 4 versus 5 right now, and the healing ward as well. Back into the Roche pit they go. You have RP to work with, you have an egg to work with. Here it comes, the RP, cancelled by the call, not in time. Bum BMW a bit slow, and now they managed to get the Roche, but Z-Mage, he's the one with the Aegis and the egg to cover, but used up is this Oracle, gets the false promise off onto Uranium Heart. That acts almost like a second life, but so much damage being pumped in, they can't keep him alive. And the 2 calls, now 3 down for Swag, and just when it looked nice, just when it looked like just 1 kill please, we're gonna pull away with the lead. No ultimates and a bit of like miscoordination. Z-Mage comes right under their nose, snatches the Aegis, and gets a successful team fight.
That was so hard to contest for Radiant, I think. You have the RP, but I think that RP was... He probably wasn't expecting them to be on the Roche, right? It looked like it was... He blinked in, and I'm pretty sure the RP cast time is faster than the Axe call.
Nah, he
And he managed to get the call off
the
first.
thing is, he pump faked it. He wasn't too sure about it. He wasn't completely...
Yeah.
That moment of hesitation was what kind of sealed the deal for Bum BMW here, not being able to get the RP off and instantly disabled up. That's your highest net worth hero just out of the fight just like that, and from there, how do you even hope to survive, right?
Yeah, it's so hard to execute that, but it's understandable, right? If you have no vision, you really don't want to like whip an RP, and it's so awkward to miss your team fight ability like that. I can understand the hesitation.
Yeah, and not to mention, it's so much so much pressure, right? Because you're feeling like, oh, we don't have our Mars, I need to make a play here. But BMW, speaking of a play, though, still has the RP up. He's looking at the Aegis jug though, not a lot of mana to work with. Simple Jack spotting them out here. They don't have a sentry to see him. This could be a huge move if they can just kind of get the silence off and pick off this Phoenix. In comes the dive.
Oh no.
Nothing happens. Literally nothing is happening though. Simple Jack Still guarding this area, the hot toss back, the call a bit too late, and Z-Mage is caught in between a bit of a weird spot. Aquila with the start of the 2. 6 is the first one to fall. The pounce out of the arena. Simple Jack in a bit of trouble, but BKB is popped low. Has the call onto this lifestealer. No mage to work with for 6 seconds. This can be huge, but the RP, Sunray up to 3. They're melting, but the skewer away. Z-Mage, what do you have to work with? No Aegis anymore alone. He's gonna fall, right? Right? No, the healing ward keeps him alive for now. The egg on the back line, just guarding the fight, but both support down on the side of Swaghound. The core's still alive and fighting fit though. They're gonna back up. Ends up being a 2-for-2 trade, but in the favor of Swaghound ultimately as they get the tower as well as the big lifestealer kill.
That was such a bad fight. Like, everything kind of aligned, right? You got the horn toss and both the silence and the taunt were off the mark, so you got the skewer back, but with the Aegis, like, you can't kill this jug twice, right? And he just manages to get away with it all. Can't get the axe because of the healing ward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they go 2 for 2, but losing that mid tier 2 is going to sting.
I feel like, I can't help but feel like when this lifestealer is just dealing with the outward pressure of the heroes running at him, there isn't really a lot of consistent damage on the side of just one kill please. Like the Magnus, you can't really rely on him to be auto-attacking because he wants to get his spells off, right? And same thing for the Mars, after using his spells, he doesn't really offer much in the ways of damage. You're kind of relying on your Phoenix to pump that out with the Sunray, but we saw it just wasn't enough. Nobody killing that healing ward just kind of spelled disaster for them in the end.
It's just the healing ward. Like, the mine is in this bottom tower.
Simple Jack pops the Exo. Maybe a bit preemptive because this tower is already gonna die, but they could be looking towards high ground here. The rest of the side of Swaghound forming up for this push, and just one kill please, they're not in position to defend this at the moment. Healing ward as well, they're trying to make their way back, but this tower under threat. They don't have to fortify. And the call as well. Okay, actually doesn't opt to go for it. Interesting. But Bang Rush went into the arena. The Swift Slash out onto this Mars. He's gonna fall. Lion figures himself, but he's more than happy to do so if it means a Mars kill. But Simple Jack skewered back by the horn toss. And this could be dicey for them if they're not careful. They don't have the egg to work with for another 7 seconds. But Z-Mage, BMW running for Aquila under Moonlight Shadow, not revealed at the moment. Dusted up finally, but here comes the egg as well on their heads. The Omni Slash committed, but on to 6. The spin, the shot, but the RP onto 2. Lone is in a bit of trouble. This could have been a bit of an overextension from Swag here. Without their Lone, without their DP, what can they do? Z-Mage finally being burned down, and it ends up being a 5-for-2 trade. Just one kill please, they pull off the defense.
Oh, this is so back and forth. 1-2 gets swiped, and the other thing gets swiped. Dude, that egg just came up for the defense, and that was really nice placement. Mirana tried to leap in to kill the egg, but one Mirana hitting the egg when you have a Magus on you doesn't have enough attacks to break the egg before it pops.
Yeah, and I can't help but feel like...
with the RP, and yeah, that's a really nice fight from just one kill piece. Again, it's just this ease of execution with the abilities, right?
I can't help but feel like...
It's so easy to win fights.
Without this Death Prophet, they have no business being there. Speaking of Death Prophet, you maybe walked a bit too far forward. Here comes Uranium Heart with the damage. Just laying into Simple Jack, falling low. This DP falls to the shockwave. She just respawned. Uranium Heart cleans up another. That's Aquila down as well. Could get the call off, but already used it. Slightly off the mark there with Lone. Uranium Heart turns it around with the open wounds. Starting a hit back onto Lone, and this is a huge turnaround for Jeremiah Kill please if they could get it. Burn BMW with the backup. Lone finally gets the call back off again, but Uranium Heart has no fear. Skewer back as well. Arrow out onto Uranium Heart, but it's not enough. He doesn't have the rage though, but the armor toggle. Open wounds yet again, Spaceman. You don't have a lead. You don't have any life to work with. Simple Jack with the buyback, but now Uranium Heart, he's out of danger. And Burn BMW and Uranium Heart, they just clean up shop. And just like that.
So huge.
One fell swoop, just one kill please back into the game. Z-Mage and Simple Jack with the buyback, they want to make something happen, but this DP was in such a commanding position, but now network wise, forced to buy back as well. Only BKB and Yules to work with has been picked off countless times out of position. And suddenly it's not looking too hot for the side of Swaghound.
I mean, we kind of looked at this horn toss and was like, oh, there's so many ways to cancel it, right? But every single time he's gone this horn toss skewer, they just can't cancel it in time. I mean, Phoenix gets picked off because of the Lion insta-hex, but like, does the Phoenix matter when your DP is getting skewered back out of the base? Not really.
Yeah, and a bit too much over. maybe a bit too much overemphasis, tunnel visioning a bit and not being able to save their DP. I mean, the draft doesn't really have natural save in the same way that just one kill please does, but BMW really starting to lay in the damage with this AC complete as well. And not to mention Uranium Heart, what a recovery for him this game. Started out real rough, but being able to group out with his Magnus, I don't know whether that smoke was spotted. They have the vision on the high ground, but it looks like Swaghound, they're not aware of this. Just one kill please, gonna loop around. It could be huge if they find this jug.
Lion.
No, the jug is the bigger kill that they want, right? He's showing on the wave.
Smirk.
But Akira, he's gonna spawn him, but RP straight onto Z-Mage. Where's the backup? Instantly raged out. Here comes the Swift Slash for now. The Omni, or rather, he's gonna get the slashes off, but it's not enough damage. Spin, TP, that's not where you want to be. That's too much physical damage. That's the jug dead without buyback.
Oh no. That was a really nice bash from the Lifestealer as well. I didn't think they saw it.
Yeah, and honestly, I gotta say, Aquila, if he was just a millisecond faster on that Hex, could have prevented that all from happening. But maybe not prepared for the moves, you know. False sense of security of these wards, not seeing anyone move up, and you're just like, oh, we should be fine here. I have a jump with spin TP. But that doesn't matter in the face of the RP and a Basher now as well. Like you mentioned, Uranium Heart, he's more than ready to rumble.
That's such a big kill. How long until Reverse is just spawned?
Yeah,
8
so
seconds.
6, he's gonna walk into this. We're counting down
so
3,
huge.
2, 1. He's gonna see it just as he walks. No, he does not.
Oh, no.
Oh, not like
Oh,
this.
no, not
6,
like this.
no.
Oh.
Yo, Gaben fucking laughing in Bellevue fucking right now. Like this man is just having a cackle. I have to see whether 6, his spidey senses can come in and get him to check that again. But a bit of an unfortunate scout from him. They're not gonna know this rush is up. Could have been a huge take for them with Jug. 20 seconds on the sideline still.
Well, at least they're still getting a lot on the map, right?
Yeah.
It's like Lifestealer is fully caught up to Jug now, and way before like at 15 minutes, this Jug was like 3k ahead of the Lifestealer. It was really bad. It's really nice recovery from the Lifestealer.
Yeah, and I do want to say, Lone, you know, this X, it's a very snowbally hero and had a pretty good start to the game, but it just takes like 2 or 3 misplayed fights, not even necessarily from him, but just bad engagements, and suddenly this X feels like it just doesn't do as much as this Mars is with the strong arena holding down the entire backline, right?
Yeah, it's so snowbally, and like along with the cores on Radiant now being really tanky, like they also kind of lack damage. You don't really want Jug to be going in first because he's going to get RP'd and, you know, get chain stun like just what happened before.
Gosh, man, he's
if
eyeing
he's
up
not
this
going in,
X
it's
though.
no
The
damage.
fight is starting and here comes the spear load as well. Aquila, what can you do? Moonlight Shadow in, there's the Hex. They want to focus down this Phoenix and the backline as well. 6 trying to make some distance, but here comes the arena. Where's the egg? It's gonna come out any second now. The Omni Slash, okay. Doesn't manage to do much, but here comes the egg and Splinter Jack being pushed away onto this Phoenix. The egg finally pops, and so does the side of Swaghound. 3 down now. Simple Jack makes the fall, the spin, but Uranium Heart hot on his trail. As soon as this spin ends, you're gonna expect the open wounds, and there they are, the buyback from Spaceman. But what can you do? There's no space created for your Jug. You're just gonna have to watch him die, as this basically is a 5-man team fight. Once again, a perfect team fight play from just one kill, please.
Their coordinated spellcasting is so good. Again, Mirana tried to smite the egg. It was 1 hit away from bursting before it popped. Oh my gosh, that
It's
was
so
a nail
difficult, right?
biter.
Because on the back line, like you hear this Jug Omni slashing, but like you said, just doesn't do enough damage against these tanky frontliners. And Shirts, he waits for so many spells to be committed onto him. They try to burst him with the silence. He baits it all out and pops that 8 with the Sun Ray over their heads. That's just too much damage for them to deal with. The percentage health, ripping them to shreds. And now it's their towers that are gonna be ripped to shreds. Mid Rags, all but gone, and they could look towards ending the game. If they know they don't have buyback, they know Simple Jacks on the sidelines. They're not too sure about the Jug, but against this lineup, what do they have to fear? No ultis at the moment, but Uranium Heart's an absolute monster. With Liscati completed, they just want to end this game. Buyback from this Jug. Z-Mage, what can he do? The smoke up, Lone, he's gonna have to find a miracle call. This is his moment. Can they make anything happen? They have to. This is a buyback from your Jug. Where's the call? In he comes, misses it, it's onto a creep wave, but here comes the false promise. Surely he's gonna come out, right? Bang Rush, man, BKB as well, and Aquila, he's gonna melt completely. Usnub is this Magnus, but Lone, next one under threat, just gets ripped apart by the 3 calls of just one kill please, and the backside of just one kill please, not even really under threat, being able to save each other, and Z-Mage not able to find anything. Lone, he's gonna buy back now. Simple Mage gonna respawn and they're gonna respect it. Just one kill please, back off. Ends up baiting out the jump buyback for nothing. Pick off the line as well. They get a lane of Rex for their troubles.
That arena was really cool. Like, this Jug's trying to beat into the backline. He's just completely isolated from the other 3 members of the fight. Especially after he commits spin onto the Oracle as well, so he can't even contribute.
Yeah, and so many defensive,
defensive. 3800 HP.
There's like so many defensive ways for the supports to just kind of get out of the grasp of the jug, right? Even one simple Glimmer Cape just basically negates the entire Omni Slash. Like, what can you do, right? And not to mention, there's still the False Promise. There's even like this Phoenix, if he gets the Halberd off in time, like, what can you do as Jug? And like, they have nice vision posture around the pit for the side of Swaghound, but they know this rush is happening, they have nothing to really contest it. They have the Moonlight Shadow available, but the rest of their team just not in position right now, and this Aegis is just gonna go the side of just one kill please, arrow in. Oh, actually gets the Roche last hit on that Mirana arrow. So pretty LOL from Uranium Heart. My goal, he says, wrecked. Yeah, so a little bit of funny banter coming out, but still 21k gold lead now for just one kill please. Uranium Heart has really pulled out on ahead. A really rough early game for him, but now top of the net worth, just this unstoppable beast that we were alluding to. And even though the lanes didn't go very well for just one kill piece, they managed to find it back with these big teamfight ultimates like you were suggesting. And it feels like Swaghound, after they managed to take the first few towers with Simple Jack, a bit lost in terms of not only the progression of the game, but as well as how they want to take these fights. They've slowly identified that the Phoenix and the backline is the problem, but they're just getting separated by these beautiful arenas from Bangraj, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, all these teamfight abilities, like, they came out of lanes quite behind, and I think if they didn't have the insane coordination that they do, like, this game is so hard to play, but they've executed these teamfights really, really well.
Indeed, indeed, and as
Also,
we go
like,
towards...
it feels so bad, like, both the dire cores, like 2 and 3 positions, this Phoenix is out farming them, like, that's when you know, like, the game is so hard to play.
That is not cute, but as we take a look at the tier 4 items, as if 6 needed yet another save for himself, Holy Locket completed as well as the Stormcrafter picked up. And that's gonna spell quite disastrous for them, but Lone manages to get a Trickster's Cloak for himself, could come in useful for staying alive that much longer, but as we've seen in the fights, I don't know how much that's gonna matter, to be honest.
There is also a Flicker and an Aesthetics Cap for the Jug. So now, like, they should put a Dispel on the DP and maybe you don't get Vessel to death by the Phoenix over and over. Because right now, like, you can try to survive through the BKB if you can get the multiple Siphons out. That's like the one chance that they have of letting this DP live through the fights. Otherwise, like, the amount of burst they have with all the teamfight abilities is just way too much.
Yeah, and it looked like they were posturing for like an RP infest move there, but they just kind of realized, yo, get out of here, Uranium. You gotta Aegis, what are you scared about? The Hex? This could be a big thing of the shots if they get it. Where's the save? This Phoenix, False Promise up, immediately melted by the call. This could be the fight, the third round, and they want to put the RP onto 3, and they're starting to get melted here. Uranium Heart can't see them though. Here comes the Dust, Z-Mage getting whacked up, but here comes the Omni Slash as well. Starting to slice and dice, the Aegis down from Uranium Heart, but Z-Mage, Bun BMW is laying in the damage, hitting away on his junk, but the call, Lone saves him for now. Simple Jack has stayed alive this entire fight, the Exorcism starting to do a bit of damage, but 3 still alive on the side of just one kill please. Simple Jack, how much can he do? Uranium Heart starting to put his sights on this DP, starting to rip away, where is the armor? All you have is a plate mail, and that's not enough. They start to kill on the Z-Mage, the Aesthetics Cap keeping him alive for now, the spin, but the physical damage is so much, and the shockwave as well pulls him back. Open wounds just ends the deal, and they're just looking towards the Aegis. GG is called, and what a fight! What a way to end it!
Hell of a comeback.
God
Oh
damn!
my goodness.
God damn!
These games are so insane. Wait, it's just all the teamfight abilities, right? You can't, like, they just couldn't find a way to fight into it. They got all the towers with the DP like they were supposed to, but then afterwards, like, eventually you have to take a team fight, and they couldn't do it.
I'm gonna look at this scoreboard. And I just want to see the damage dealt, because I'm 100% look at the damage dealt from from this Phoenix. 31k, more than the Magnus.
Dude. Holy, yeah, that's so much damage from the Sunray, and they couldn't stop it either, right? Like,
Yeah.
Lion can't get on top of the Phoenix, and he's way too far back to get dived. And every
Dude.
single time they try, he just presses egg, and they don't have a way to kill it either.
Yeah, and Huru, I just want to let you know that like you feel like that was a good fight, but they were so far behind. Indeed, like it was the one fight they managed to pick off the Phoenix immediately, which is what they needed, right? But after that, the rest of the side of just one kill please, just too much physical damage coming out. They don't have the armor to stand up to it. I feel like every single fight I see, Akira and Spaceman just evaporate into nothing, right? Like the supports are just gone.
They're so squishy.
Yeah, and it's so hard for them to stay alive. I mean, Simple Jack, he finally gets a fight where he gets live the longest, but it ends up being the one that they lose the game in. So very unfortunate for them. They pick their comfort and it doesn't work out for them. Really nicely executed from just one kill please. And Bang Rochman with the beautiful arenas, quite honestly. Holding down the fort, even though the game was looking quite dire for them. And Burn BMW was just farming away, right? Bang Rochman with those arenas, managing to hold them off for long enough. And ends up, what a comeback. Let's take a look at the graph. I'm pretty sure, yeah. It was leaning into Swaghound's favor for a long part of it, still relatively even because of the Empower like we said, but after those disastrous fights at the Roche Pit, it just skyrockets into just one kill please's favor. And that's it for game 1.
Yeah.